Alrighty. I am almost done. I'm just going to switch to the chatting cam while I finish up a couple things here. Oop. Why am I charging? Why am I charging? Oh, and apparently I'm annoyed. All better. Hello. Do you prefer Rias or Grim? Rias, okay. As long as I'm saying it correctly. And thank you for the follow. Yep, this is my VTuber. I just got it. So he's actually based on a character for a game I never finished making. So I decided to reuse him. And I've got fun little faces. Just finish making some Discord announcements real quick. Ah, campfire. Welcome in from campfire. That must have been the automated stream team notification that went out. I was going to say, because I haven't even started pinging any Discords. To go there. And that's to go there. And that. Here we go. This needs to go here. This goes here. And I gotta post in respawn. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that part out. And then, okay. Let's see. Campfire's already had its automated thing, but I get to do the boosted ad. And I'll post in the affiliate one just for consistency. Alright, I do believe that is everything. Alright, enough of that craziness. Oh, I'm charging again. Why am I charging? I haven't quite figured out why that happens occasionally. I don't think I'm pressing a hotkey. Unless it's bound to something I'm not aware of, I may have to consult with Bells about that. Very interesting. All right. Let's get myself in position here. Oop. Okay. So, we'll be doing a couple things from where we left off on Tuesday. What am I working on? So I have a solo project I've been working on, mostly solo, for a horror game, somewhat akin to like a Resident Evil 4. And right now we're building out core systems. So like, it's all very like programmer art, placeholder stuff, and we're just making sure it feels good. There's not a lot to show. I can run it right here. So like right now, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work. That white square in the center is not supposed to be there at the moment. That is the crosshair, and it's only supposed to, it's supposed to load a texture, which it's not doing. It's also only supposed to show up when the gun is equipped. Our animations are also really fast. For some reason, we are so fast. But we can pick up an item, and we have a working inventory. So like, much like Resident Evil, you can, specifically 4, you can drag this around. And it gets equipped onto... Oh, I managed to break it. There's a bug. The good news is, it doesn't actually let you duplicate. But yeah, you can assign the weapon to shortcuts. Like that. There's a weird bug I haven't fixed where if you drag this around enough, you can manage to duplicate it, but also it's like a ghost. It like leaves behind a ghost. But it's not permanent, so when you close or reopen the inventory, it's gone. It doesn't actually duplicate the item. So I mean, on the one hand, it's a bug, but on the other hand, it's not game breaking in any way. So then I can hit the shortcut key and I can equip and unequip the weapon. Just like that. And if it's equipped, I can aim. And at that, when this is equipped, it should be bringing the texture. Oh, I'm annoyed, apparently. Why am I annoyed? Oh, wait, it's because I pressed a number key, probably. That happens sometimes. I need to speak with Belle about fixing that. So, yeah. You can't shoot or anything yet. There's no shooting. But it's... And like right now the doors are automated. Like there's going to be an interact system, but they're all automated at the moment. So it's pretty bare bones. We just built out sort of a little starter level just for the sake of testing some stuff. And so usually what I do is Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, we do this. I work on this project, and then usually play games on Fridays. And then if I do any unscheduled streams, they can be kind of any of those things. So let's see, where did my mouse go? Hello, mouse? Oh, there we are. And then, assuming my bot is not broken. Oh, I pressed the number key. I guess that was appropriate for when I said that. Let's see, assuming my bot is not broken, you can do... !Onemanspoison. And it will tell you about the game. I did that so I don't have to repeat it as much. So there's also a website for it. There's not a lot on it, but it's basically a solo project. Like, I'm the only person really doing any of the in-game assets right now and development for it, programming, that kind of thing. I do have a friend that and fellow streamer that is doing the music, that's doing the composing and some of the sound design stuff. In fact, I can play the current draft of the main theme here in a minute. And I also have a artist that I commission concept art from. And the concept art, I think, is visible on the website. Un momento. Make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. I might be talking out of my ass. It's not on the website. I can show it. Hang on. Boop, 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 boop. It's gonna be. Hang on. It's gonna be in here. There we go. So this is concept art for the main character, which we've done some of the modeling on stream. He's still naked at the moment. So oop, not trying to zoom in on that. Yeah, so there's just some little progress stuff gets posted. We accidentally had him too caked up in the model at one point, so that was a whole thing. And then we're about to have an ad in about 30 seconds, but after the ad break, I can play the theme music. You know, some voice actors, if I'll be looking for this. So I do have plans to have voice actors eventually. I want to... my plan right now is to finish a working demo of the game by the end of this year, and then I'll start ironing out the rest of the story. I've only got part of the general outline done and like part of an opening scene written. But I can talk about that in a minute once the ad break is over. I usually pause for ads if possible, so that people don't have to miss out if they don't have a sub or Prime or whatever. So, all right, Bezos, come on, do your ad. Bezos, come on. Money, Bezos. Run your ad. Tax evasion. There it is. Well, that was unfortunate timing. That probably makes for a clip. Do I have to put a marker. I think I got the thing to do a marker. I actually have no idea if that made a marker. We'll find out at the end of the stream, I suppose. I've literally never used that button before. About 30 seconds left on the ad break. All right, so ad break should be over. Everybody should be back from that. So what I was going to say was that as far as the voice actor situation goes, I've actually already been in talks with some people, some of which I can't reveal. I don't have like casting done, but I'm in talks with a fairly like prominent streamer slash voice actor slash voice director that's going to help me with this. But the actual casting is going to somewhat depend on what kind of budget I can come up with. And right now, development of this game is basically funded out of pocket and just whatever Twitch brings in, which is hit or miss. So we'll see. I've had a couple people trying to talk me into, like, once the demo's working, doing like a Kickstarter or something. I don't know that that's really viable, but I'm putting all options on the table. Basically, once the demo's done, I'll figure it out. As far as the promised music, give me a moment. So this is a rough draft of the main menu music slash like main theme, basically the title screen music for One Man's Poison, and this is done by Starby, who's a fellow streamer, and well, Shining Starby is her full username, and a member of my community, also one of my mods whenever she's here. So this is, it's fairly quiet. If I need to turn it up, I can. Okay, give me a moment, because it is very quiet by default. I'll start it over. games blast your eardrums out at the main menu. Yeah, no, the goal here was not a ear blasting track. So that is, and they're not in chat right now, but I'm going to give a shout out to Starby. Oh, I didn't mean to be annoyed. I don't know why there was an error on that SensuBot, but so this is Starby's the one who made this music and is composing the soundtrack. She's probably going to be very confused why I just gave her a shout out, because I think she's live right now. Is she live? No? No, she's not live. Why does it say she's live? That's weird. Bot, you were wrong. Weird. Okay. Anywho, don't need that music looping because that'll just be the same thing over and over again. That's the only track we have right now. I should turn that down before we go back to what we had. Okay. If the music that I've switched back to is too loud, let me know and I will fix it. But it looks like it should be okay. I tried to adjust it before I started playing it again. Good. And then if in general you want to keep track of things that are going on, there is this. So I do have a little Discord, and you can choose what you get pinged for, so you don't even have to get pinged for stream alerts or anything crazy if you don't want to. In fact, you can get pinged for both for game streams and dev streams independently of one another if you're only interested in one. So, all right. We need to figure out this crosshair situation. The question is, why is it not coming through? So we know it was getting through the crosshair event graph. Because we saw that it was triggering these guys, if I recall correctly. Let me pull this over to my other screen where I can watch it while I do a run. And we should be able to confirm. Okay, so this is, we got our weapon component. Okay, this is not getting triggered. So the weapon player component is not triggering. Is anything getting triggered in here? I'm not seeing any HUD updates. Now the camera transition is getting pinged. When I aim, that's there. So what is the dealio here? I have to assume update weapon info. Where is this getting called? I'm gonna go ahead and stop this for the moment. All right, you are important. Where are you getting called? Under equip weapon player. Event graph, equip weapon player here. Nope. Equip weapon player. Where are you? In here. It's one of these graphs. Oh, here. Event equip weapon. So I guess technically the reason is probably that the... Oh. Wait a minute. I can call you Adam because you know your name is long and difficult to read. I mean, looks like it's supposed to be Sir Angel Adam, I assume. But welcome in. Why am I charging? What is this? I don't know why I was charging. Angel. Oh, the emote. Oh, no. Okay, I've made the connection. I did not look at your profile picture either. I've made the connection. Someone is a Has-Been Hotel fan. He said I came up in your recommendeds. That's cool. I'm glad to know that I'm getting some level of traffic in my little corner of the internet. So we're doing game dev here tonight. That's what my Tuesdays and Thursday streams are all about. I have a video game I am working on that's in its pretty early stages. It's very Resident Evil 4, but you can do command onemanspoison, and it will... Oh, I'm annoyed apparently. I don't need that. It will tell you about it. Okay, so we know that we need to call this guy equip weapon, and we're not. But the reason we're not is kind of dumb, and that's because we were having an issue with the equip and the shortcut function not quite working on weapons, where because the slots because we based our inventory system on slots. I'll run the editor here, kind of visualize what I'm talking about. So because we based our system on slots, all of these are technically slots. Everything that I'm highlighting here is a slot. And what that means is that when the game is determining where an item exists, right? Including in the shortcut menu, these are all slots, and it can only really exist in one of two places at the same time. It can exist, because of the way we did it, it can exist in these inventory slots, or the little secondary, like when you're rearranging or going to dispose of something, it can fit in those, and it can fit in equip or shortcuts, but it can't fit in the equipment slots and the shortcuts at the same time, which is why we turned off the ability to equip the pistol, and we just made it where weapons are tied to shortcuts, because that seemed to make the most sense. But what that means is that we're not actually calling that equip function anymore, which is why as far as the UI is concerned, we are not equipping the weapon. So we have to make a change, and I think and close that. We probably need let's see. Does anything in here get called? Let me pull this over here where I can watch it. Okay. Let me set this. Okay, it's running the updates. Okay, it does not. It triggers that for aiming, but yeah, the shortcut does not count as equipping, so it doesn't trigger that action. Hang on, let me move this back over here. So yeah, so when we quote unquote equip, I'm doing air quotes, but that doesn't really show up on my model here. When we quote unquote equip from a shortcut slot, it is not triggering this function here, this unequipped, which we kind of need it to. So we need, let's see. Do we even have... There's probably not a shortcut thing in here. I'm thinking because we don't currently use, let's see. That's our event graph. I mean, we could trigger. Item weapon base. Item pistol. This is for getting slots and whatnot, which is not really what we need. We may not have the existing like infrastructure for what I'm trying to do here. I mean, unless we do it from here. Okay, event graph. Get weapon base component. That returns our weapon base object, which is not what we're after. Okay, what we really need is our weapon player character component. This guy. Okay, so get weapon player character component. And so we're basically going to repeat this. With the exception of we are looking for the weapon player character component. We're going to assign it to this. And then return node. Okay. Yeah. So then, once we have that, we can do a set equipped item. And it goes through and goes to set the item. You can get this, do a pure function. And we can if we are equipping, which I think at this point, yeah, we would be, then we can do equip I think we just do equip. No, it should be this guy. That's gonna be get this over here where I can access it. Is it a player? Don't think so. I should do this. I can't make that a validated get. That's unfortunate. I gotta be honest, I don't remember if that returns the... Okay. And get current ammo. I don't actually remember. Let's run this and see which specific thing it's pulling from our weapon base. Yeah, current ammo. I did a really bad job of naming these. I think I've gone and confused myself. Get ammo current. Ammo to fill the whole clip. So current is the reserve ammo, which is what I was thinking. Ah, crud. There we go. I didn't mean to skip that. I actually like that one. It was just lagging. Okay, so let me close some of these. use this as well. It's being very laggy. So current is ammo available, clip ammo is there. Fixed ammo would be for if it's like unlimited. Which I don't think I have a... There's an is ammo. I don't have... Yeah, I guess. This will do for now. I don't even know if this will work. I actually expect it to cause a problem, if not crash entirely. Because I have a feeling that triggering equip on an item that we've defined as technically not an equipable item based on the stuff that we configured in the past is going to make it very angry. But we shall find out. Oh, it didn't save. It's still showing the little asterisk that it's unsaved. Please don't crash. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, we have an ad break. I think it's going to crash. Okay, Unreal, can you make a decision on what you're doing here? This is really sort of a shit or get off the pot kind of moment here. Can you please crash or don't? Holy shit. Alright, cool. It's running at 2 frames per second, but it is running. Alright. We're gonna get out of that. Why are we running at 2 frames per second? What is happening? Alright, ad break's over. I would very much... Yeah, I'm aware that my frame rate is in the toilet. What is... Sure. Okay. There was an error with something. See-through system. Okay, that's a plugin. I'm not 100% sure why that is the thing that you're choosing to error out about. Wild. Alright. Can I save, please? Before I do anything else. Please let me save. Save all. Do the thing. Okay, can I open this file so we can figure out why it was causing an error? Alright, what are you mad about now? What is happening? Computer is so mad. Why are we mad? Can we? Hello? Alright. Very helpful. Yeah, the thing I'm aware, yes. I am aware, Unreal. It is the thing I am trying to fix. Alright. Can I save it without opening it? Since you're so mad about it? You haven't complained about this thing at all until now. Why? I didn't access it in any way that I'm aware of. Come on. Can you do the thing? Yes, I know you're mad. You're very mad. For the love of God, let me... We're lagging again. Hang on. shenanigans are happening. Oh, it's so mad. Why are we so mad? Come on, Unreal. Why are you mad? You're mad about something. Why are you mad? Oh my god, I'm in like the 2 frames per second universe. What is happening? Can we close you? Hold on. We're just gonna close this entirely. If it'll close. Will you close? Come on. Oh, you piece of garbage. Will you close? Okay, things are just, going absolutely nuts, apparently. Very weird. Why is everything breaking? Can we, for the love of God, please, here, will you, alright, you know what, we're going back to this. And we're Control-Alt deleting this motherfucker. Come on. Let me kill it. Something is just absolutely tanking my computer's performance right now. And I don't know what it is. Will you let me close this? Jesus. Oh, thank God. Okay. Wild. Somehow I launched documentation. What? What? What is this nonsense? Hello. Hang on. We got shenanigans happening. Task manager was finally kicking in. I have to wait for that to load now. Why? Why is this a thing that we're doing? And yet, ironically, through all this, my VTuber is performing shockingly well, even though it's running on the same computer. I've noticed a couple little hitches, but complete nonsense. Can we with this, please? Hello? I would like this to go away now. Oh, thank jeez. Alright. Now, the question is, did everything close out the way it was supposed to? It sure looks like it. Okay, I'm gonna switch to something back real quick. I'm just gonna put me up here and I'm just gonna look at you guys for a minute. I need to check my task manager and figure out what is happening. Absolute shenanigans. Oh. What? Adobe, apparently. May be part of the problem. I don't know why Adobe may be part of the problem, but I just got a message that Acrobat was needed for something. Or Creative Cloud, I think technically, was needed for something. That it wasn't installed, which it is, or was. So I guess it broke. It's done that sometimes. Alright, what is using so much of my CPU right now? You are at 96%. Why are you at 96%? What is this? What is happening? Okay. I mean, no one task is like seems to be using a ton of processing power. So There's still something using so much of my CPU. It doesn't really make sense. Because we're at like 98, 99% CPU usage, but only like 50% memory usage. And this isn't even the computer that OBS is running on, so I don't know what it's so mad about. Okay, I'm just gonna send and restart on the editor and see what happens. Alright, are we done with this nonsense? Nope. I suppose that message kind of reveals that I am inverted on this screen. Womp womp. Alright. Apparently it's updating Creative Cloud. Now why, Adobe? Why? Why must you do this to me? Okay. None of this. Alright. I think we're fine. I think everything's settled down now for the moment. Now let's hope that it's not incredibly angry. 70-ish% on loading, which is a thing. Let's see. It is still wild that I ended up with burn-in on my taskbar. That's so weird. Gotta wait on this thing to load. It's taking its time. Alright. Load, darn you. Alright. It should be about done, because now it's gonna... Yep, there it is. There's some problem with the Git plugin currently. Although by the time we get this darn thing loaded, it might be time to wrap things up. I don't know. I know I started late, but I can't really go too late with this. Hello, game? Editor, come on. Really? Unreal? Is this what we're doing? Okay, it's being weird again. Can we stop being weird, please? Is it still mad about this plugin? The one that I'm not like even doing anything with right now? That's been in it since like forever. I've had this plugin since previous, like it was in my Unreal 4 build. Admittedly, I don't think it ever got upgraded to Unreal 5. This was an upgrade I did myself, but it's been in here since I upgraded the engine and has yet to complain. And it's not even like I wasn't using it before, but it's not like I started using it. It's just in here for future use. What 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 are you mad about? It's so mad. Alright, if this doesn't sort itself out. Oh god. 2 frames per second universe. Oh no. Ah. If this doesn't sort itself out soon, I may just have to call it. There's 128 gigs of RAM on this fucking computer. Can you do something? Seriously. What is this nonsense? Why are we doing this, Unreal? Why? Nope. Music's back. Are we loading now? Level's not loaded. Ah, Christ. Seriously? Can we do something with this, please? Alright, we are going into an ad break. Oh no. I'm stuck in the 2 frames per second universe. Oh no. Reloaded Fmod banks. Why do you keep reloading Fmod banks, Unreal? What is... Material index is invalid? What? Hey, it did finally load, I think. Kind of. It's still shitting the bed. Oh, there we go. We exist. Can I please... I'm gonna try to save this plugin, please. Please. Is this going to trigger awfulness? Can you just allow me to save this plugin? Can we? Hello? Can I do it in the folder? Everything's mad. Gotta try to open this? I don't even know what it's doing at this point. It is so laggy again. Get support class usage of case been deprecated. So it is mad about something in. It's mad about something in this guy. But I don't know how it expects me to get in here and change it if it won't stop being awful. All right, come on now. I guess we could turn it off. If I turn off the plugin, then the files would still be there, but it wouldn't be trying to access them. I don't... It's an editor utility anyway, so I'm not really sure that I need it. I mean, this particular one is, at least. I'm just trying to do something in the thingy. Can you fucking load, please? Of 91 seconds in calls. F automation controller tick. What the fuck you mean? I'm not even doing anything with you. Are you what's killing everything? Why are you here? What? Why? Why? Go away. No one's... I'm not even using an Adobe program. Can you go? Can you be gone? This is my hell. I'm in hell. Okay, fine. Repair. Get out of my face. Everything is so mad. I think we're gonna have to probably call this, because I'm in the 2 frames per second universe. I can barely use anything right now. I can't even pull up Twitch to see who's live to raid. It's just a whole mess. I don't know what's freaking out. Oh God. What is... Why? Why is this a thing we are doing? All right. Yeah, we're just gonna have to end it. I'm frozen. So, good night, everybody. I will try to be back tomorrow. We do have winter weather coming though, so I'll have to figure that out.